How do you cook a hot dog? How do you cook a hot dog? The panic in his voice was palpable. Poor Joe, my then 14-year-old younger brother, was temporarily left in charge of the kitchen at the Steakhouse, where he was working his first job as a dishwasher. Our boss, Tim Young, had just left to run into town to pick up some items. He didn't think he'd be missed for the 15 or 20 minutes. It was the summer of 1975. I was the waitress that day at age 17, my third year working at the Steakhouse, a family-owned restaurant located 1 mile north of Park Rapids, Minnesota. Just an easy walk from my childhood home. An elderly couple had pulled into the parking lot, entered the restaurant, and knew they just wanted a light lunch. Hot dogs and black coffee was the order. Poor Joe waving that hot dog around like it was some kind of mysterious object. I couldn't help but crack up. Behind the swinging doors, of course. You see, the swinging doors refer to the two sets of saloon-type doors that separated the dining room from the kitchen. In fancy terms, that would be the front of the house from the back of the house. Well, we weren't too fancy. However, we had just recently procured cutting edge, newfangled kitchen appliance, the microwave oven. I served the friendly folks their coffee, popped the hot dogs into the microwave, plated the potato chips, pickle, and bun, and then when the hot dogs are ready, served a couple. Minutes later, Tim pulled up in his truck and hustled into the kitchen, having seen the customer's car parked in the lot. Relax, boss. Joe handled it. All the memories from behind the swinging doors. The fry cooks, who a few years earlier were my older brothers, would often, when deveining shrimp, take one of those slimy, ugly veins and put it underneath their nose and then whip around and try to get a reaction from the waitstaff. Ooh, I still shudder when I think about it. What I really appreciated about working at the Y was the sense of camaraderie that we shared. We worked hard, but we played hard too. Boss fed all of us free of charge at the beginning of our shift. We'd have steak tips and ribs and chicken and fries. He really fueled us so that we had lots of energy. One tradition I remember is that of the happy hooker. Let me explain. Hooker referred to Fishhook Lake, was just east of the restaurant. The happy hooker was a big plastic piggy bank type container that we monetarily contributed to in two ways. Every time we picked up our paycheck, we put $1 in there. And every time we made a mistake, screwed up, we had to put a quarter in the happy hooker. That could be everything from breaking a glass to flooding a sink to making an error on the tabs. Because back then we had a real till and we did it the old-fashioned way. We didn't even have calculators. By late August, we had hundreds of dollars that we could use for an employee party. Tim closed the restaurant for the day, had the carpets clean, and usually it happened, we would find a lake cabin and just lounge in the sun all day, feasting, of course, steak and lobster, blaring tunes, having fun. The Steakhouse was a great place to work. As to that bewildered 14-year-old dishwasher in a panic over how to cook a hot dog, well, he became quite skilled at cooking. Even better, he was able to parlay his skills into quite the impressive resume. Inventory and procurement, he listed as two of his job skills. What's this, Joe? Inventory and procurement? Sheepishly, Joe replied, yeah, when Tim asked me to check the cooler to see if we have enough hot dog buns, that's inventory. When we need more, he'd throw me his keys and told me to run into town and pick up some more. That's procurement. I'll never forget those fun and funny times behind the swinging doors.